Welcome back, everybody. I'm your everyday average investor here to help you make stock trading and cryptocurrency trading extremely easy. I hope everybody's having an absolutely extreme, superb day. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comments, and let's go ahead and dive right into MACD. So, what is MACD? It's basically an indicator that helps you trade. This is the technical analysis portion of this YouTube channel. So, this is MACD, one of the indicators that I personally like to use when I trade because I really find it helpful and it just, in my opinion, makes trading easier. So let's go ahead and dive right into the MACD and show you. It's extremely simple. So how do you pull up the MACD? So this is TradingView. Pretty sure it's a free platform. All you have to do is click here, indicators and strategies, search up MACD. It's going to be the first one, not the strategy, just the MACD. Click the MACD and then you will get something like this. So how do you use this? Let's break it down. That way I make it as simple as possible for you guys. Number one, you have this. This is the zero line, okay? Now, on this zero line, we have this uptrend, which is volume, same thing, volume. Now, the difference obviously in green is volume to the upside, red is volume to the downside. So more people are selling or more people are buying. And you could obviously see that this is represented with the chart as well. So we have green volume to the upside, a lot of volume in the buyer section. We have red volume to the downside, a lot of selling volume. Same thing here. Red downside, a lot of volume in the selling section. Okay, so that's basically just the volume. I don't really look at the volume that much. You could get very, very technical and look at the volume. I don't really use the volume that much. I use the MACD for these two lines right here. This is everything the MACD that you need to know about. These two lines. And really simple as I could say it is just the crosses. So this cross right here, crosses to the upside or downside. So let's get right into the crosses. What do I mean by crosses? So you have these two lines when they are at the top and they cross to the bottom. Okay, so something like this, You have the top and they both cross to the bottom. Okay, this is a bearish scenario, meaning sell, get out of your position. This means that the stock is most likely going to drop. Okay, and we could see that's exactly what happened. We have this cross. Now, once again, they're not going to be 100% accurate. Like we dropped starting right here, which would be like around this, but they're not going to be 100% accurate. So the MACD did warn you maybe a couple minutes later, a couple hours, a couple days. But as you can see, if you follow just specific to MACD, that's why I don't only use the MACD. You have to use a lot of these indicators with each other, only like two or three, honestly. You don't need to go crazy. I use the MACD with one or two other indicators that kind of helps you really pinpoint where you should get out. So just looking at the MACD, we see the cross here, and that's around this $80 mark, right? We see the cross right here at the $80 mark, which is telling you to get out of the position. And sure enough, what do you see? We go down all the way to this $24 mark. So imagine you weren't using the MACD and you bought at the $80 mark and you just held all the way to the 20. And currently right now we're trading at the 19. Like, can you just imagine you bought at the $80 mark and you're like, okay, this is an excellent investment. I'm just going to hold to the $20 mark. And that's why I'm saying, that's why it's important to learn how to use these indicators. That way you just don't get screwed over in these trades. Because imagine the people who even bought at this $90 mark and are still holding to the $20 mark. And that's what I'm saying. So when the MACD crosses at the top and they both lines cross to the bottom, sell your position. Just get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, something similar here. We see the MACD cross. They're at the top. What do you know? We're here at the $32 mark. We go down all the way to this $20 mark. So once again, that's why I like the MACD, because it's super simple. You're literally just waiting for a cross at the top to sell your position, right? So you could see, here's one example. You have the cross at the top. We were at the $30 mark. We dropped to the $20 mark. Here's another example. You have a cross at around the MACD here warned you around the 80, but we actually got all the way up to like the $95 mark, and you dropped all the way down to this $20 mark. Okay. Now, likewise, when you have a cross at the bottom to the top, so an example would be something like this. We're already at the bottom and we have both lines crossed to the top, right? This is a bullish scenario. This means it is a good time to enter the trade. So once again, right here would be a bullish scenario. So let me get rid of everything here. That way it's super easy. So we have this bottom, we're already at the bottom, and we have a cross to the top, right? We have a cross in the upward direction, meaning a bullish scenario. And little can you see right here, this is exactly where we are. We went up from this around $40 range, from this around $40 range to this $58 range. So that would have been a nice $18 per share right there. Imagine you bought maybe 10 shares. That's already $180 trade right there, in and out. And you know when to sell because once again, the MACD gives you that signal and other indicators, which I will be talking about in future videos. But that's what I'm saying. The MACD is just absolutely extremely useful and important, right? So let me show you another example here with Amazon. This is the 4-hour chart of Amazon. And this kind of looks more a bit, I guess, choppy because I'm kind of zoomed in. That's why you have these gaps. And I'll talk about these gaps in future videos once again, but it kind of just looks choppy because I'm really zoomed in. But I zoomed in because you could really see, like, look at these ups and downs for the MACD. You could specifically see where I'm trying to highlight. And let me know down in the comments if you guys were able to spot them out before I even talk about them right now. But let's go into the example. So right here would be an excellent buy scenario, right? We're already at the bottom. We have both lines going up. And little do you know, if you would have bought right here around this mark, which is around the $3,000 mark, and then sold right when the MACD told you to sell. What is the selling point? When both lines at the top, converge, right? They overlap or cross each other. That's called the death cross, right? Both lines are at the top, they cross each other, the death cross. So if you sold at this death cross, which they're already at the top, they both cross each other at this death cross, that would have been right here, 3,300. So imagine that's a $300 trade right there. I mean, obviously Amazon's like insanely pricey at the $3,000 mark, but I'm saying, like, you see the MACD is extremely helpful. Once again, right here. I mean, this is kind of like a very small one, so I'll just skip it that way I don't start confusing everybody. But here is another death cross, which means sell, 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 sell. What happens? We're at this $3,200 mark. You drop to this $3,100 mark where the MACD tells you, all right, pick it up. You pick it up at this $3,100 mark and you ride it out until this death cross right here, right? So that would have been a nice $200 or $150 upside right there just by following the MACD alone. And once again, I told you, if you want to really, really get specific and pinpoint exactly where you want to go, you use multiple indicators. But I'm telling you, see how powerful the MACD by itself is, right? Once again, here you have, this is a very, slight MACD because it kind of just exited the death cross and is entering. When it crosses to the upside, this is called a golden cross because it's golden. You want to make the trade, right? So this is the golden cross. If you're going to trade this golden cross right here, right? This is exactly where we are. This golden cross around 3,170, let's just say 70. You rode it up all the way till the next death cross, which is right here. Okay, this death cross is around 3,320. Once again, quick $150 right there, quick in and out, $150 profit. That's why I love the MACD. It's just so beautiful. It's so strong to use. And I genuinely love using the MACD for my personal trades because I'm telling you, it is just absolutely beautiful. So if you guys enjoyed the content and want to keep learning and keep advancing in your trades, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell just in case I post 2 or 3 videos in a day. I'm going to try to post daily, but make sure to click that subscribe button and be sure to watch out for more content related about the stock market and the cryptocurrency and more technical analysis. And as always, I'll see you guys later.